If you watch the 90-minute football match between England and Ghana, it was not just only a football match, it was a complete liquidation event. Basically, the showdown of England and Ghana was a major event for Group L of the World Cup. Basically, Harry Kane is the top scorer in the UK. Basically, since his performance in 2022 and 2026, he's at the same level as Gary Lineker. And right now, he showed his complete excellence in football against Ghana. Look it in this way. England is like a Bitcoin ETF that is steady, and England has developed a system that tries to combine attack with defense. In the other hand, Ghana is more like an unpredictable altcoin, just like Dogecoin or maybe like Trump coin. Ghana is a team that has historic attackers. It's one of the best teams in Africa, but for sure is not at the same level as England. England just not only has Harry Kane, that is the star of the team, as Bitcoin is in the crypto market. There's also Jude Bellingham that plays for Real Madrid. He comes from Borussia Dortmund, and he had a stellar performance in his first season at Real Madrid. Right now, his performance has decreased in some sort of way, but he's still at a good level. So basically, Bellingham is like Ethereum in the crypto market. It goes along with Harry Kane, and he make all the plays in the middle field, so Harry Kane can score the goals that were scored in the game between England and Ghana. Now, there's an interesting fact about England. England is a team that used to have historic players like Wayne Rooney or maybe Gary Lineker, but they always have a struggle in the World Cup because there is a problem with the team tactics. Look at it in this way. It's not just only team tactics, it's also like investing in Bitcoin. You have to be like a blue chip investor that dives in the crypto market in the best moments. England must look their games in this way. Try to be efficient and score goals in the right moments. Also, try to avoid the goals from the rivals in the precise moment. So, the coach of England is Thomas Tuchel. He has a large career in many clubs, like Bayern Munich, where Harry Kane currently plays. So he knows how to develop the tactics. That's the reason why there was a win for the Three Lions. Basically, the Three Lions, or England, came with a victory from this game of England and Ghana because of the tactics that Thomas Tuchel had. Basically, he had all these tactics and increased the game of England and Ghana. Basically, England is a team that has many football stars. For example, Alexander Trent Arnold is a right left back that used to play in Liverpool, and right now he plays along with Jude Bellingham in England. There is an interesting fact that focuses on Jude Bellingham. Basically, his name was inspired in a song of the Beatles called Jude. There is an extract of the song where the Beatles say, "Hey Jude, don't make me cry." So basically, Jude Bellingham isn't just an inspiration of the Beatles. He's a top player, and he showed all his excellence in today's match against Ghana. He made creative plays and basically destroyed the defense of Ghana. So Ghana has some strikers that are interesting. Even there is a striker that used to play in the Premier League. And that's the reason why they try to develop a good match against England. But England defeated Ghana in the end. That's the reason why England is making a very good campaign in the 2026 World Cup. In the Group L, Ghana and England are trying to be in the first spot so they can pass to the next round. So there is a bright future for England right now. A lot of British people went to the Gillette Stadium in Boston, so they support their team against Ghana. Right now, the political situation in the UK is a little bit complicated because of Starmer. Basically, the president of the UK, that is called Starmer, is a president that is making a difficult campaign in the UK. There are some people like the left-wingers that don't like Starmer and they want Starmer out this year. For instance, there is a bet in Polymarket where people can bet that Kieran Starmer is going to be out by 2026. There is a 77% chance on this event. So going back to football, you need to look the game between England and Ghana as a showcase of pure magical tactics. It was like the bullish market when Bitcoin reached 150k and then they arrived to the support level and reached $65,000. Basically, this is the situation of England. They have to consolidate their tactics as a blue chip investor and try to invest in the best matches against the giants like France with Kylian Mbappe or Spain that comes from an historic draw against Cabo Verde. Basically, Spain isn't in a good moment right now. And also, there are other contestants like the Netherlands or even Germany. Germany is also a huge enemy to England, and I think they will face each other in the next round. There is a high possibility they end up playing a match. Now, if we look back to the game, there are some things we need to consider. For example, the Ghana attackers basically did a lot of plays in the offensive area, and England wasn't able to stop these attacks. So maybe there is a problem within the defense lines of England. Maybe Alexander Trent-Arnold and also the defenders of Manchester United that are playing in England need to take in consideration that they don't need to sleep on their shoulders. They don't need to think that because they have Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden, they will end winning all the games. Football isn't just only about attack, it's also about defense. So the defenders of England must take in consideration they have to develop a good defense model, because with more difficult teams like maybe France, Germany, Spain or even Netherlands, there could be a huge problem trying to stop the attackers of these teams. For example, in France, I think Kylian Mbappe could cause a lot of troubles to the British backlines. Also in Spain, the attacker Alvaro Morata could make a lot of trouble in the British lines. Also Lamine Yamal or even Pedri could make a lot of trouble to England. And now if we look back to the Netherlands, there are players like Memphis Depay or even the midfielders that could cause a lot of problem to the British lines. That's the reason why I think England must enhance their defense lines. Maybe Thomas Tuchel need to select better defenders. Now, if we look back to the game, I think there were a huge problem with the midfield. Jude Bellingham is not only the captain. They need to also take in consideration the other players that are in the game. Jude Bellingham, I think, is a little bit egocentric with his plays. He needs to maybe pass the ball a little bit more and try to collaborate with Harry Kane more, so England can develop better plays with other teams. Now, along with the game between England and Ghana, there is also a game between Portugal and Uzbekistan later. So basically, this is also an interesting game we need to look forward because of Cristiano Ronaldo and maybe the last appearance of CR7 in the World Cup. Yesterday, Lionel Messi was able to score a brace against Austria. So I think Cristiano Ronaldo also need to try to be in the same level as Lionel Messi, so he continues to make history, not only in the Champions League or in La Liga also World Cup, that is one of the most important tournaments. So England is a very good team that must focus all his plays and try to develop good games with other teams. So I think Harry Kane is a player that has break a lot of records. For example, if you didn't know, Harry Kane is the Golden Boot in Bundesliga, and also he is the unique player, the single player that has scored a hat trick in 2024, 2028, 2022, and 2026. So basically, he's a single player that has achieved this record. Now, if we look back to the game, there is a huge problem with the left wing. I think because Phil Foden is playing in the right wing, in the left wing there is a huge void that Thomas Tuchel must try to fill. All the players like to play in the right wing because they have confidence on Marcus Rashford, that is a very good attacker. He currently plays at Barcelona of La Liga, and he used to play in Manchester United, but I think his prime is over, because I think it was in 2021 where Marcus Rashford was in his bare momentum and performance. So England is a team that has a lot of things to take in consideration, and I think the Three Lions will reach a very good level in the World Cup, but they must keep an eye on the defenders, because it's not just only about attack with Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Phil Foden and Jude Bellingham. It's also about making a tactical game, just like the fluctuations that are in the crypto market. They must focus on the defense and also on the middle field. There are players like Pickford, that is the goalkeeper, that try to improve the defense of this team, but the back defenders must also they need to play competitive football. They only try to score a header or maybe make a creative play with Harry Kane, but they also must stop the forwards. This is what they lacked against Ghana, and this mistake could cost a lot against other teams that have better forwards, like I said before, France, Germany or Spain. There are a lot of things that the Three Lions must take in consideration. So I will end this video making a quick analysis on what do you think is the major problem of the Three Lions. Do you think in England the plays only develop within Harry Kane? I think maybe they need to make a better role in playing the game with all the players. There are a lot of things we need to consider, and I hope you really enjoy this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. we will see in the next World Cup match, and we relate it with the crypto market. Thank you for your time. Bye.